Have you ever found yourself unsure about a trade? Or have you ever impulsively accepted or declined a trade just to regret it later on? Do you always end up with pets that are impossible to trade? Or perhaps you find yourself stuck with your inventory not improving and you hardly get overpays? Well, don't worry, because in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys the ultimate guide on how to become a pro trader in Adopt.Me and get extremely rich. Hey flowers, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I hope your day is doing amazing and even better watching today's video. Now today, as you heard from the intro, I am going to be giving you guys all my secret tips and tricks on how to be a pro trader inside of Adopt.Me. Now a lot of these tips are going to be very unique and some of them you may have never heard before, so make sure to watch right till the end. With all of that being said, let's get started with the tips. Now, I'm really proud to say that this video is sponsored by 𝗵𝗲𝗀𝗄𝐺𝐺.com. So the first tip actually links to this website and it's to use this website. So all you have to do is search up 𝗵𝗲𝗀𝗺 and it should be this one here. There are a lot of useful features to this website that can help you get really rich and to become a pro trader. So I'm going to go through them with you guys. So the first section over here is trading, and you actually do need to sign in to access this page. So you can just sign in with your Roblox details. As you can see, you don't need to worry about getting hacked or anything because the site is trusted and it says the risk level is low. So it will redirect you back to Adopt.Me values, and as you can see over here, there are so many active people using this website and trading. And basically, if you guys don't understand, it's just an easier way to trade. Instead of waiting around in Adopt.Me all day trying to find pets you're looking for or good trades, you can just simply put it on a website and wait for someone to accept your offer. As you can see, people here are basically doing that. These trades are literally 6 minutes ago, which shows you how active this website is. So this person over here is looking for 9 of those schnauzers and they are going to give a neon fly ride legendary for it. So if you wanted to do that trade, you could just accept it. And if you don't like anyone else's offers or their packs, you can just make your own trades. So right now, one of my friends are making a neon snowball, so I'm going to offer a prismatic butterfly for one, so I can get her a snow owl for her neon. So I'm just going to put me and then the prismatic and then them the snow owl, and then I'm just going to press post ad, and yes, look you guys, my trade is officially up there. And I'm just going to wait a little bit and then check my activity to see if anyone accepted my offer. Okay, let's check my activity to see. Okay, it looks like someone did actually accept my offer. It said trade pending, they accepted your offer. So let's press add and see where it takes us. Okay, so we just add this player here. Let's press add connection. Oh, are they a bot account? I'm not sure. Maybe they just use a separate account for trading. Okay, it was created a while ago, so I don't think it's a troll account. So yes, that's basically just how to get yourself a successful trade. Obviously, this person hasn't accepted my friend request yet, but hopefully they will soon. And yeah, you can just get yourself successful trades just like that. Simple and easy. Okay, so obviously, if you want to be a pro trader, you need to know values. So that's why this value website actually has a trading calculator. So let's say I was going to trade my mega penguin, because I did actually get this offer a while ago, so I'm just gonna add this as an example. So as you can see over here, it says how much the pet is worth. So I got offered a mega arctic reindeer, so we're going to add that. And as you can see, it was a lose for me, so it's pretty good that I never accepted this offer. Not like I would anyway, because I would never trade Pippa. And what I love about this, I know this isn't like that important, but you can actually choose a theme for your calculator. So of course, you guys, I chose pink. So if I press on this U over here, you can actually see the demand of the pets. Now the peppermint penguin's demand is decent. Now if I check the arctic reindeers, it is also decent. So if we chose something like the lunar ox, the demand for it is low. But if I went ahead and chose something like a strawberry shortcake bat dragon, it says the demand is amazing. Now this is so useful, knowing the demand of different pets, because if you end up with something with low demand, you're gonna get no offers. If you end up with something with good demand, you'll get tons of offers. And that's where the value list also comes in handy, because you can just easily search up and see the demand of whatever pets you want. You can see the value of it, the demand of it in neon, mega, normal, no potion, literally any form you can see the demand of it in. So if you're planning to make a neon or mega pet, you can make sure to check out the value and the demand of it here beforehand, so you do know what you are going to expect. And the last thing I want to mention about Adopt Me Values GG is the Discord server. Now this isn't part of the website, but they do have a Discord server, and as you can see, there's a lot of useful things in here too. There is a value bot that you can just ask stuff to, and here they do giveaways, which is really cool, because if you do want some free pets, you can just join some giveaways, and who knows, you might win, because there are a lot of active giveaways here. And there's also this like chat area, which I find so cool, because you can just talk to other Adopt Me players, and like here people are having a conversation asking whether they should do this trade or not. And I think that's super kind and cool, because if you're ever unsure about a trade, you can just ask other people, because there are always so many active people on here. And there's also a trading area. As you can see, there are people trading a bunch of things and looking for things. Now let's just click on this random one here. This person has a lot of cool pets. I would definitely want to offer for some of these if I had a better inventory. But yeah, so yeah, I definitely do recommend, like honestly, I do recommend that website. So with all of that being said, let's move on to the next tip. Okay, so my second tip is to avoid hard to trade pets at all cost. Now, if you end up with hard to trade pets, you are just going to have the worst experience of your life. So hard to trade pets include pets like the ox. This ox here is just hard to trade. What makes a pet hard to trade is basically the appearance of the pet. As you can see, in my opinion, these pets are ugly, and a lot of other people's opinions too. So if the majority of people find it ugly, then it's hard to trade. Also, the 𝗵𝗲𝗄𝗏 dolphin, as you can see here, this is a really pretty pet. So you may be thinking, why is it hard to trade? Because it was so easy to get. If you have pets that are so easy to get, they are going to be hard to trade, because loads of people will have them and no one will want them. So yeah, make sure to avoid hard to trade pets at all costs. And even if you think a pet is cute, but the majority of people think it's ugly, it's probably hard to trade. And I know it may seem like that pet's cute, why is it hard to trade? But you just have to, with Adopt Me, it sucks, but you just have to go with the majority of people's opinions. And you can also use AMVGG to check if it's hard to trade or not. My third tip is don't base pets values based on YouTubers' videos. So wow, that was a mouthful. So what my point is there are going to be a lot of Adopt Me YouTubers who post trading videos, and they'll be like trading this new pet, trading a neon onza, and they will be getting crazy overpays. So then you'll start overpaying for the pet too, because you think they're going to get good offers, but in reality it's not. Most of the time these YouTubers only get crazy offers is because they're well known, so people like overpaying for their pets just so they can be in a video or their trade history, whatever it is. So definitely don't base pets values of other YouTubers' videos, because most of the time it's fake and you're never going to get trades like that. So it's a really big mistake that a lot of people make, so make sure to not do that. Okay, so my next tip is a really big one, to be honest, and it's to be careful with exotics. Now, this tip is really complicated because exotics are complicated, but it's just, oh my gosh, it's so important because a lot of people lose tons of value in their inventory just because they're trading for exotics. Now, if you don't know what exotic pets are, they are pets such as the Mega Peppermint Penguin, the Mega Puffin, the Mega Goose, pets that are hard to find and they're really cute most of the time. And the reason why you should be careful with these types of pets, because you may be thinking, why should I be careful? They're all really high value. Well, I'm going to teach you guys from one of my mistakes. I traded for a Mega Nessie, which was an exotic at that time, and I overpaid for it a lot. As you can see, I actually didn't overpay for it a lot. At the time, it was a fair trade, and as you can see here, it was a completely fair trade, and I was using elf bread back then, but now I'm going to use elf bread again to check since it needs to be a fair test. I am so over, and that was a huge loss for me. And you can see that the Mega Nessie value did go down, and my pets, because some of them were exotic, went up. So that was an extremely big lose for me, and that's why you need to be careful with exotics, because you can use a huge chunk of value from your inventory all because of exotics. That's why I recommend using 𝐴𝐵𝐺𝐻, because they do post regular updates about different pet values, and you can keep up to date with that. And also guys, if you are going to trade for exotics, I recommend not hugely overpaying, or only trade for exotics that have stable value and they're not increasing suddenly then decreasing by a lot. So yeah, definitely be careful with exotics. I'm not saying it's all bad, because it's not. For example, a good story of my exotic history is with my Mega Peppermint Penguin. When I traded for them at the time, one Peppermint Penguin was worth one legendary pet. Now, a Mega Peppermint Penguin now, even though I only traded about 16 legendaries for one, it's worth about 4 Mega Legendaries, or even more than that. So much more than it was back then. So that's why you need to be careful with exotics, but also they're not completely bad. You can have some good experiences with them. My 6th tip is to trade the new pets or items as soon as they come out. For example, when the Aztec egg update came out, I traded the new Aztec egg straight away. I got some crazy, insane offers for them, and I actually did a video where I only traded Aztec items, and I got really rich from only trading Aztec eggs. So you can make sure to watch that video if you haven't already, because you can see that this method does work really, really well. And the reason why people overpay so much for new pets is because they're brand new. Everyone wants them straight away. So yeah, there's a lot of hype around the new items when they come out, so make sure you are trading the new items. I also recommend being specific with what you ask for your pets, because a lot of the time people don't do that, and that's probably why you aren't getting offers for your pets. Because I'm just going to show you guys an example. Instead of saying trading the new Aztec eggs for good overpays, say something like trading the brand new Aztec egg for any 2 legendaries, no really bad ones, or a decent offer. Now, I did this in that video and it worked super well, so I recommend doing that. Alright, let's talk about trading servers, because if you go into the right server, you are going to get some amazing trades. Now, if you are looking to trade, do not join these normal servers, because as you can see now, they're just really, really dead. As you can see on the trading stand, there's pets such as a neon cat and a golden ladybug, which are both hard to trade pets, and there is someone down there with good pets, but as you can see, if I trade them, they're probably not trading. Yeah, they only trade with friends. Their trades are off because people with the good pets, if they're in the regular servers, they're normally just grinding. So that's why I really don't recommend just joining normal servers if you are looking for some good trades. What a lot of tutorial videos tell you to do is join full servers, and yes, that maybe did work, but not anymore. As you can see, I'm going to join this new server here, and whilst it is a tiny bit better than the regular server, it still sucks. There's not very many good pets or items being traded. It's pretty much the same as the last one. It's really dead. So yeah, those two methods do not work if you want good trades. So now I will show you two methods that do work if you want amazing trades and a lot of good pets in your servers that you can trade for. So come over here to the trading server teleporter and press on trading server. Now it will take you to this whole new server, and as you can see, oh my gosh, this server is amazing. Right off the bat, I see a mega Amazon bird. Oh, I see a neon bat dragon straight away. I see a normal bat dragon over here. I see another bat dragon all the way down here, and oh my gosh, this server is so rich, so much more packed, so much more lively. There's literally someone over here giving away free pets because she just said free. Yeah, so this server is a lot better than the other servers, and if you're looking for good trades, this is probably the best place to come. Look at all of these amazing pets. For even richer servers, better pets, better trades, you can join YouTuber servers. Now, my personal favorite is Birthday Cake's Army's servers because she has 3. You can also join 𝐸𝐴𝑥, but I don't really like joining this one because she only does have 1 server, and normally that one's really hard to get into, and I prefer having different servers and different options. Like 𝗵𝗲𝗿𝗲, he also has 3 different servers, and these servers are always like really rich. Alright, so my next tip is to use your profile to your advantage. As you can see here, I put a little bit of information about me, and then I put my favorite pets, and I think you should add a little section which shows your favorite pets, because then people know that you probably need to overpay for them because they are your favorite, so you probably would want overpays. I also added my dream pets, so if anyone had them, then maybe if I did have an offer, I could offer. Now on this page I show what megas I'm making, and I also added a looking for section. I'm not looking for any more Amazon birds anymore, by the way, guys, but yeah, so I put looking for so people can trade me if they are looking through my profile and they have these pets. Then it's an easy trade for me because I can just offer without searching. And then I didn't add a very cute section here, but it gets the point across. I just put all my neons that are for trade. Let me quickly take the Amazon bird off, and then I added a megas for trade section. So I know these parts aren't as cute as the start of my profile. I just recently added them because I think it's super important. If I do want offers, then I better show all my best pets. Okay, I do think it's important to learn from other people's mistakes, so that's why I'm going to tell you guys one of my biggest ones, and it is to try to make most of your pets full trade. Now, I think a lot of you know where I'm going with this, but my literal best pet in my inventory, 𝗵𝗲𝗏, my mega peppermint penguin, is not for trade. And also my second best pet, my strawberry shortcake bat dragon mega, isn't for trade. Now, whilst I don't really care like that they're not for trade, because I don't really care about getting rich in 𝐸𝗏𝗏 anymore. I'm more here for the happy values, but you guys are here for being pro traders. So if you're watching this video to be a pro trader, don't do what I'm doing. So make all of your pets for trade, especially your good ones, because if I traded my mega peppermint penguin or my strawberry shortcake bat dragon, I would probably be a lot richer, but because I got attached to the pets, then I made them not for trade. So don't make my mistake. Make sure all of your pets are for trade. My next tip is to not get manipulated or pressured into doing trades. Now I'm gonna do a little role play with my 𝐷 account to show you guys how easy it is to get pressured or manipulated into trades without even knowing it. So she said, hey, this for Amazon, I'm pretty sure I'm over. So when people say I'm pretty sure I'm over, that's a little red flag, especially if they're not. So what you should do is go ahead and check if they're lying or not, because you can't trust anyone these days. So I'm going to add the new on Amazon, and then I'm going to add the Nautilus to see if they're actually over or not. And as you can see, they're not. That is the biggest red flag if they say they're over, but when you check, they're actually not. So let's go back to the trade. As you can see, they're both average demand, but still, if it's a lose, it's lose. Do not do the trade. I do notice a lot of people say when value sites work in decimals, it does get confusing. So I'm going to show you guys a quick way to make it not confusing. So you can quickly just use a calculator app to calculate the trade and just put in both the values in, and then you can easily see how much the other person is over or under by. So now I know that they're under by 0.026, I think it said. So I'm gonna make sure to tell them that and say no thank you on values, you're quite under, not over. And they said, well, this pet is Robux and it costs a lot for one, so for 4 it's quite expensive, so technically I am over. So let's just, guys, just pretend my Amazon birds aren't Robux. Let's just pretend it's a neon alicorn. Okay, so this is another red flag. People use the Robux method. They'll be like, well, mine costs more Robux than yours, so it's worth more. But a lot of people use that as a manipulation tactic, but a lot of the time it's wrong. Like, for example, the SSBD and the Shadow Dragon were both 1,000 Robux, but that doesn't mean they're the same value, you know? So I'm going to tell them, well, mine is still worth more, because obviously it is, because the value site said it's worth more. And you can check multiple value sites if you aren't sure. And she says, nope, mine is older, so that means mine is rarer. A lot of people use the older and newer technique to manipulate too. So even if a pet's older, doesn't mean it's more rare. So I'm going to tell them that's not how it works. I've checked multiple value websites and I'm gonna pause. Do not entertain people like manipulative traders, because they are not worth your time. Okay, so this next tip is to never act too excited about trades. I'm going to show you what to do and not to do. Not to do and not what to do. What? So what you shouldn't do is, when you can see someone's clearly overpaying, like right now this is a very clear overpay, do not say, oh my gosh, are you for real? Like, don't act really excited and talk in all caps, for example, because it's going to make them suspicious and double guess the trade. And yes, as you can see, do not act really excited. And another thing to not do is accept straight away. Accepting straight away or too fast is such a bad thing to do, because they're going to decline because you're acting way too excited. So instead, when you realize you're getting an overpay, say something like, I think I'll do it. Do not accept too fast. As you can see, just maybe wait for them to accept first. I think that's the best thing to do, waiting for them to accept first. Obviously, if you're just waiting for ages, no one's accepting. After a while, do accept. And yes, if you do that, then you'll end up with a successful trade. Okay guys, that was the end of today's video. If you enjoyed this video and if you made it all the way till the end, make sure to comment down the palm tree emoji. And if you made it all the way till the end, just know you are the best. You are the best person ever. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like and subscribe. And I am doing a huge Adopt Me giveaway for 50,000 subscribers. So if you want to know about that, and if you want to enter that giveaway, because I'm giving away a bunch of good stuff, make sure to check out my most recent short. And again, thank you so much to 𝗵𝗲𝗀𝗀𝐺𝐺 for sponsoring today's video. And yes, so I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.